How are you ding-dong diddly doing there, gamerinos? Hope you're having a flanderific day. Before we start off here, I started getting some one-ups on some YouTube comments that I left, and I thought they were, well, I guess not relevant to this game, but relevant to the whole Star Wars Acolyte thing. So this guy left this comment. It's like the Acolyte saw the Rings of Power being the most hated fan show as of late and said, "Hold my strawberry acai lemonade refresher." That roast of the Acolyte was more clever than the entire show. How are you doing, by the way, Slicks, if I did not already say? I feel like I did, though. There's no way I didn't. But yeah, anyway, someone left this comment replying to that hilarious breakdown of the Acolyte, and this person writes, "It doesn't even compare to Rings of Power. As someone who's read The Hobbit, all Lord of the Rings, and the Silmarillion, Rings of Power isn't even in the same damn universe. Like, all the lore and everything is washed away to stay woke. The Acolyte, on the other hand, first 2 episodes were surprisingly really good. And I'd say that's thanks to George Lucas having some involvement." So I couldn't just let that stand. So I replied to this guy, "Wow, everything you said there is just objectively wrong. Firstly, everything you said about Rings of Power and Lord of the Rings can be said with Star Wars and Disney Star Wars sludge. Jedi Masters can't use the Force in an intelligent fashion. We see a Jedi racked with guilt commit unalive. These things are not Star Wars, not at all. And then, when the next 2 episodes come out, and my comment ages like a fine wine, we're gonna see the Force being literally made female. And the last thing you're objectively wrong about is George Lucas's involvement with the show. You can find several interviews with She Who Must Not Be Named and Harvey Weinstein's former personal assistant bragging about kicking George out because they wanted nothing to do with him for this series, and it shows because it's trash." So, yeah, I saw that one got a thumbs up. It's like, some of these people are so deluded, man. And this one's a fairly long one, but wow. Someone was saying, it was a poll. Did you enjoy The Acolyte? Someone said, "Why would a fan watch a dead franchise at all?" Pretty funny, pretty true, pretty sad. And people started piling on. You have a reason, because he's a fan. If it was a dead series, they wouldn't waste their money on it. You need to go home and rethink your life. It's not dead. It's a hit. Oh, I already said that one. It's a hit-or-miss franchise. Yeah. Hope. So I said, wow, a lot of people piling on the OP here. And I was saying that, you know, it's currently at its lowest point, and you can't knock the original poster for not being a true fan, because he's probably just upset with the direction that Lucasfilms is going. Anyway, that was the gist of my comment. And someone said, "Hilarious that tinfoil hats think Star Wars is dead. It's made billions for Disney since they bought Lucasfilms in 2012, and continues to do so. Have they all been home runs? Of course not. Even the Fire KK crowd will admit they liked Rogue One, Clone Wars Season 7, Andor, Mandalorian 1 and 2, Ahsoka, etc. when confronted. Guess what? Disney Star Wars is responsible for the ones you like too, not just the ones that get you all riled up. It would be impossible for anyone, including George Lucas. I'm looking at you, Clone Wars movie, and arguably... Attack of the Clones to crank out non-stop hits. So I, again, could not let this stand. I said, apparently not enough to cover the cost for the purchase of Star Wars. And Rogue One was meh. Wasn't bad, didn't lose my mind over it. And honestly, I'd say the same about Mando. It's a fine show. I enjoyed it a bit more than Rogue One. But it's never going to be definitive Star Wars. I said Clone Wars is good, but causes way too many problems canon-wise, and it's not as glorious as what people make it out to be. I'm going to continue on with stuff I didn't even post in here, but I just want to say, let's see here, he brought up Andor was boring. I fell asleep through the first episode. Ahsoka, never saw it. Heard it was boring. Like, it's got some... like, you can watch 3 episodes out of the entire thing and get everything you need out of it. And then I finished it off with hilarious that the tinfoil hats think that Disney is being successful with Star Wars. And then this guy goes, I don't know what metrics you're looking at, but Lucasfilms has made $12 billion in profits since the acquisition. That's 3 times the purchase price. Their profits aren't just box office alone. And he goes ahead and puts in a statistic. But the thing was, and unfortunately for this poor man whose career I ended here, I was actually aware of these statistics. And I said, I believe those statistics that you're referencing are the very statistics that prove my point. They factor in net profits from theme parks, but very conveniently don't subtract losses from theme parks, which if you factor in absolutely obliterates all profits, which is why they didn't. Nice try, Disney bot. And this guy comes back at me basically saying, oh, there you go, saying that I'm a Disney bot or whatever. And he was basically saying if something, Disney's a business, and if it's not making money, they're not gonna continue to do it. And it's saying that he was just like, oh, it's impossible to make home runs all the time. So I basically said, well, when you quote doctored statistics, you look like a Disney shill. And I said, secondly, more importantly, Star Wars does make a lot of money. Only problem is real Star Wars is making money. Disney Star Wars crap is not. The merchandising rights alone for the OG and prequel trilogies is reason enough to continue making more Star Wars content. Stop giving Disney credit for what George Lucas built. Disney is only driving it into the ground, and that's pretty objective. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Hello there, Joshy. I am being Mr. Podcast Man right now, but I'm actually going to start up the game. I promise. But it's pretty funny when all of these Disney Star Wars defenders come out and you hit them with facts, and they're like, I'm just not going to respond to that, because if I respond to that, I'm gonna have nothing intelligent to say. I mean, I guess they could pull out the trap card. You're a racist because you don't like Disney Star Wars. Or you're a sexist for not liking Disney Star Wars. It's the only trap card they've got. Because when they throw statistics at you and you're like, yeah, but those statistics actually prove my point, though, they don't have much else to go to. It must be very embarrassing. How are you doing, Joshy? Glad to have you in. Well, you need to wipe off that mirror. Also, apologies for being a ginger. Yeah. You mean the only Star Wars. That Disney Star Wars crap? Mm-mm.
Should be interesting.
Not even real.
One moment. Watch this.
Ugh! What is this? Someone threw a dung bomb. Let's get out.
Nice. A dung
That wasn't
bomb.
quite the reaction I wanted. Oh well.
Right.
Well,
did
what
you hope would
reaction did
happen?
you think you were
I
gonna
suppose
get,
I
my
hoped it would
man?
lighten the mood.
You
Ravenhalls
threw
can
a
be
poop
bit on
bomb.
edge the first day of
And
class.
they were like, ew,
I'm over it, by the way.
poop.
You seem downright calm next to some of these
Shock.
characters, and you survived a rather harrowing trip here.
I'm looking
glad
forward
to
to
be
my
here.
first day,
Ready
even
for
though I'm
classes to
ginger.
start.
Good. Glad to hear it. Truly, there's no reason to be nervous. Most professors are firm but fair. I mean, not all of the tricks I play are as simple as a tossed dung bomb, and I'm still here.
Wait, did you say most professors are firm but fair?
Ha! I did. But probably best I let you judge for yourself. I do tend to push their limits. I should wander off before someone traces that dung
That
bomb
sounds
back to me.
sus as fuck,
Nice
but
meeting
okay.
you.
You too, Everett.
Oh yeah, by the way, Joshy, just so you know, my dude's name is Harry Popper.
Must be. That's not right.
I guess
either.
these are the only 3 people here.
I want him to be in the perfect place. A place he'll be happy with. But I can't seem to find it. Great golden gobstones! I want him to thrive here.
Golden gobstones.
My own little expression. I bought this Dittany seedling from home and I so want him to feel cozy.
Yeah,
Dittany is
I definitely
amazing,
picked
isn't
the
it?
correct
So much
house.
healing power in such a little plant. I've a bit of a thing for plants, as you can see. Pleased to meet you. I'm Samantha.
Nice to meet you, Samantha.
Yeah,
Is
okay.
Dittany used
You've
in
got one guy
Wiggenweld
who's throwing
potion?
poop bombs.
It
You've
is.
got this chick who
Looks
likes
like
planting
someone's been
shit.
studying up on
Yeah,
their
no, I
potion making.
definitely have picked
Actually,
the correct
Professor
house.
Fig told
Without a
me about
doubt.
the Wiggenweld potion.
Of course. I heard you were studying with him before term. He's an enigma, Fig. Teaches about theory, yet seems to know a lot about practical magic.
Yeah, he's quite
Professor Fig
knowledgeable.
does know a great deal about, different forms of magic.
Well, I hope he told you about more than Wiggenweld. You've lots to catch up on, I'm sure.
What? Oh, you're right.
An affinity for herbology is more typical of a Hufflepuff than a Ravenclaw, isn't it?
Ordinarily, perhaps, but it runs in my family. We've a full plot of these little fellows back home. I suppose you could say herbology is in my roots.
Oh boy, terrible puns. Yes.
Is it
I'm
common
here
practice
for
for
it.
students to grow their own ingredients?
Oh, yes.
Sure.
In fact, our herbology teacher, Professor Garlick, encourages it. And I
Garlic?
don't think Professor
Really?
Sharp, our potions master, cares
Really?
where you get your ingredients, as long as your brews are all perfect.
They were like, oh shit, we gotta name the herbology professor. What are we gonna name her? I got it. Garlic.
It was nice to meet you, Samantha. Good luck with your Dittany.
Thank you. And good luck to you too on your first day.
Come on, Gingy, get her like her Insta wand or whatever. Her face magic.
That's just brilliant,
Her
Army. Brilliant. You'd think you could... Ah! That is
Her
not
owl.
how that... Why, hello.
Finally
Would you like
playing
to
the
take a
game,
look?
yeah. You missed all the Acolyte stuff. You might want to go back and
Can't
watch
see
that
too
in
much
the
in the
YouTube
game.
video.
Well, except for stars like Sirius, Canopus, Vega, and Arcturus. I'm Amit.
The
Pleasure
rant,
to have
yes,
you in Ravenclaw.
yes.
Never met someone who's been so close to a dragon before.
Can't say I'd recommend it, frankly. It's nice to meet you, Amit. I take it you like astronomy.
Oh, yes. So much to be learned from the stars. Also, there's something
Nice.
about the open air and night sky
Where are you
above
at in the
tower.
movie?
It's invigorating. You will adore
I'll see if it's where
astronomy.
I'm at in
Professor
the
Shaw
book.
is incredibly
Because I'm
knowledgeable.
currently reading The Two Towers. Wait, I'm sorry, what was it? You will adore astronomy, Professor... Yes, is incredibly knowledgeable. Yeah, stars are cool, I guess. I don't know. See, that's the thing, is I would never be like, oh man, you know, I gotta go and like, look at the stars, you know, but like, if I'm outside, and the stars are particularly, you know, like, wow, you know, they're pretty amazing. So, I don't know, I guess we'll go with
astronomy's
that.
on my schedule. Sounds interesting.
I have
Extendo
good news
edition.
for you.
Nice.
You are most definitely taking astronomy.
I'm
It is required
throwing
for
out the
all fifth
worm
years.
tongue.
You will
Nice,
be
nice.
enthralled with
Yeah,
the
I'm
tower.
definitely way
Plus,
past
a
that
quality
point
telescope can show
in the
you
book.
things you never dreamed
It's
of.
actually funny.
suppose I'll see you in
the
class,
way
then.
the book
Yes.
works.
Oh, and speaking of class, better get to my first
So
one of the year.
each movie
Nothing like the smell of fresh parchment, is there?
is 2
Be
books.
seeing you.
Okay. So,
Hey there.
um,
Professor
book
Weasley is
1,
looking for you just outside. You'd best not keep her waiting.
in Fellowship would be from, like, the very beginning of the book, where you meet Frodo, to the time that Frodo is brought to Rivendell. Okay. Fine. Slicks, you just want to be difficult. That's what it is. Can I explore? What do you mean? Excuse me. Excuse me. Fine. Whatever I do, I won't. And I want to go over here, actually.
Imagine starting a new school this late.
Professor Weasley? Oh, I gotta go down the stairs. I'm so glad that the mini-map is like, hey, idiot. Go down the fucking
morning.
stairs.
I trust you're ready for your
You're
first day
back?
at
Okay,
Hogwarts?
cool.
I've been dreaming
So I
of
was
this
saying
day
that
for a long
each-
time. Can't
Well,
believe I'm here.
Well,
Let me
you
finish
are
this.
here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here.
Oh God, we
After
gotta think
much
about a
discussion
career
with the
now?
headmaster and the
Oh, they're
Department
making
of
these
Magical
games too
Education at the
realistic.
Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
Can I just be like a wizard
Here you are.
Instagram influencer? Wizarding TikToker. Ooh. Out of the trio, who's my favorite?
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
I guess I'm gonna go Aragorn, but it's
Thank
a
you,
really
Professor.
tough choice
What do you
between
mean it will keep
Aragorn and
track of what I'm
Legolas.
learning?
Sorry, Gimli.
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
But what I was gonna say was, so each movie
This
is
way.
actually divided into 2 books. So the first book,
The guide will give
Of-
you opportunities to practice your magic and
Right.
educate yourself about wizarding lore.
yeah, and Legolas always kills, like, everything in the movies. Like, if you need something dead, you call Legolas to do it. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, so the first book goes from, like, when you meet Frodo to when he's brought to Rivendell. The second book is from Rivendell to the fracturing of the Fellowship. And then book 3 is the death of Boromir through to Helm's Deep. Okay. And then the 4th book, which is the one that I'm on, is from Helm's, the sacking of Isengard, through to, like, you know, the end of the movie. And then I don't know what the third or the fifth and sixth book are gonna be like, but in the third book, it's only the perspectives of Aragorn, Gimli, Legolas, and Merry and Pippin. The fourth book is all about what Sam and Frodo have been doing.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student.
And I guess there is some stuff, like the...
Why don't you cast Revelio on this bust and see what
how do I do
details
that
the
again?
field guide can provide?
Revelio.
Yes. There we go. So should I just be casting that everywhere? Okay. Field challenges are the only way to acquire... Okay. They're taking the hobbits to Isengard! God. They're taking the hobbits to Isengard! Okay. Okay.
Clever, isn't it?
Hello there.
Keep your
How
eyes
are
open for
you
more
doing,
opportunities
Dash?
like that,
Good to have
inside
you
and
in.
outside of the castle.
What was I saying earlier? I'm doing alright. Harry Popper.
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
But yeah, the part where I'm at in Lord of the Rings is... I think it's the first chapter of the fourth book, The Taming of Smeagol. Yeah, because I remember the last thing...
Good timing.
Kill her.
Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field
Okay.
guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Okay. The Central Hall. Okay. This looks like a pretty central hall to me. No? Select the grand staircase. Okay. Okay. So I can do that? Oh, okay, alright. I don't have to find, like, the fireplace to use this? Okay, seems strange, but sure. Also, can I just say that in the Lord of the Rings, everything about Helm's Deep is, like, way different in the movies than in the book. In the book, Gandalf is like, hey, King Theoden, you should probably go to Helm's Deep. Seems like a pretty solid idea. And King Theoden is like, yeah, sounds like a pretty solid idea.
And here we are. Quite the time
and it turns out it was
These
not
stairs lead
a
directly
solid
to Central
idea.
Hall.
And there were no
You can get
elves.
almost
Elves
anywhere in the
didn't
castle
show up.
quickly from Central Hall.
And
There's
then
something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak.
okay, then why was it never in any of the movies? Anyway,
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today.
okay.
And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
yeah, before I click on that, let me just say, like I said, no elves in Helm's Deep. They're gonna die, basically, and Theoden is like, let's ride out. And then that's when you get the for wrath, ride for ruin, and the world's end. When you get that, yeah. And then Gandalf just kind of happens to show up at the right time. He didn't, like, tell Aragorn. It wasn't Aragorn's idea to ride out. Gandalf just happens to be there with some men and the Ents. And they kill all the orcs.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Okay.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
He-Cat? I'm gonna call him He-Cat.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine,
honestly,
enjoy many
you
a
know
pot
what
of
would
beer there
be
with friends in due course.
like the next great
Thank you,
Harry
Professor
Potter
Weasley.
A
series.
lot to absorb
You
on
show
your
the
first
wizarding
day,
world, but
and
like
you have much
from
to
the
learn.
American
Happily,
perspective.
your professors have agreed to
Like,
create
because you gotta figure
additional
Americans
assignments
gotta
for you
have their
outside
own.
of class.
If
You'll be up
England's
to
got
speed in no
wizards,
time.
it's not like
Judging
America's
by your
not.
adept use of Revelio earlier,
And I
I'd say
feel like
Professor
that's
Fig
how you would
succeeded in
continue
at
the
least showing
series.
you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague.
But even that,
as to the
that's
events
probably got like
preceding your
3
arrival,
movies in it.
specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Oh, my suspicion is that there is more to the story than a search for belongings. Do we tell her or do we not tell her? Honestly, she seems pretty trustworthy. She's a Weasley, so, I mean, that's gotta... But then again, is the game gonna be like, well, we know that you have this outsider information that the Weasleys are pretty chill, so we're gonna make this Weasley a dickhead because you specifically know that. Slicks, what do you think? Oh, Slicks is watching something. Dash, what do you think? Joshy. What's that, my left testicle? We should tell her. Alright.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins, and I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
Okay.
Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be
We might have got him in
invaluable
a
to you.
little bit of trouble, but
And
I'm sure it'll be cool.
invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Yes,
Come
I
and find
totally
me in my
won't forget to
classroom
use
after
that.
you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
So is this time sensitive? Okay, I just kind of want to, like, run around the... Ooh. Get back here. No, 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 but I want the page. Back here. Want that page so badly. Get. That's gotta be one of the things.
Revelio.
Yeah, Revealo. Ooh. Hello there. It's gonna get mad at me. 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 Do it! Do it! Do it! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that sounds scary. Fine. Fine, since I can't have any fun.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping
We'll go ahead
our
and
paths
listen
would
to
cross
the
today
movie again.
before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
We're gonna be honest.
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And
That
she may
sounds
feel obliged
sus.
to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Oh boy, we're talking about the field guide again. Yes, yes, yes. No? I thought you'd hit options to get the field guide. Okay, alright. Yeah. Defense against the dark arts, charms. Nah, we're gonna do this. Oh.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now,
Yes.
sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander.
Oh, very
He's an
nice.
exceptional craftsman and a good friend.
Wait, he's not in
I shall reach
Hogsmeade,
out
though.
when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Yes. That's so good, that's so nice. Now let me go ahead and use reveal. Oh, that's... Never mind.
Revelio.
Ooh. Oh, is this a puzzle or something? Oh, Jesus. Uh-oh. No? I thought there had to be a good reason for that. I guess not. Wow, that is one strong-ass bot. No, okay, alright. I guess we'll come back to this. Oh, we got Lumos.
Lumos.
No. Okay. Am I blinding you? Okay, we can.
Protego!
Oh, whoops. Yeah, Protego. Oh, hello there, man with a Markiplier with a guitar. Hello. Nice to see you there, Mr. Markiplier.
Afraid of a staircase?
What in the hell was that? Okay, alright. Let's track this quest. Cool, we're gonna go here. Oh my gosh, this, compared to LEGO Star Wars, is so much nicer in telling me where I should go. I don't know why it wouldn't let me through that door. That was strange. Oh. Is there another one of these? Or is that literally the only one? Uh, 21, 17. And there's an 11? I don't get this puzzle. Maybe Ravenclaw was not the house for me. I mean, I guess logically, if I try all of these, one of them will have to work. If this is for this. I was like, that's it. Okay, there's got to be something else to this. Okay, let me through the door. Through the door. Yeah, there we go. Q. Oh my gosh, I remember this from the LEGO Harry Potter. Wow. You know, I do gotta say, it would be pretty amazing to, like, just live here, see all of the things, you know, just all the nature. Like, that was just... Here, let me go back so I can talk about how beautiful this shot is. I mean... Oh. I mean, yeah, like, in real life, something like this would probably look amazing. Just, like, sit here. Take it all in. Wow. I mean, it'd probably look better on a PS5, but... Oh, this looks sus as fuck. No, that's not a thing.
Protego! Lumos.
No. Fine. Whatever. Oh, wait a minute. What's this? Revelo. Oh, of
Revelio.
course. No? Whatever. Let me in! Let me in! Let me in! There we go. Yeah, this is really meant to be played on a PS5. Oops.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Let's do the quest. Do the quest, man. Do the quest, man. Then after this quest, I'm gonna call it an episode.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso! Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how
You're
an old
Professor
woman like me
Hecat?
single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Now, I was gonna say, this is not really much of a... Really not much of a defense charm here. I feel like that's kind of plot, because I feel like if this charm could be used this way, it would have been. It's been a while since I've seen the Harry Potter movies and read the books,
Now,
so...
let's try something a little larger.
I don't know, but I don't remember that happening. You gonna let me fight it? Because I'm the main character? That's right, out of the way, you bots. Time to let Ginger Ultra do it.
Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast?
Uh-huh.
This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is weak. As Master Pruitt, so obviously good. Now, the basic, well done.
Yeah.
Levioso! Protego!
Well done.
That's right.
Very good. But the
I'm the
best way
best.
to practice is by dueling.
Yeah.
We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts run.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
This should be easy.
Levioso! Good form. I know.
This could be your first duel.
Let's just say
I do enjoy a lively duel.
Levioso!
Man, you are getting your booty whomped, my friend. Get out of here. Can't even stay up on the thing. Damn.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Ah, buddy, I'm sorry. Is that ass a little sore from the pounding?
I put you on the
Bam!
spot.
Spanked
and
your
rose to
booty.
the challenge. Points to Ravenclaw.
Thank you,
Goddamn
Professor
right.
Eckert. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you.
Goddamn
I
right.
demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again,
Okay.
well done today. I shall
Thank you.
reach out soon with additional assignments.
Oh boy.
All
Now
right,
we
that's
just-
enough spectacle for one day. Class is
No,
dismissed.
I was trying to like do it on her. Wanted to catch her off guard.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
Yeah, that's neat. Can I go into your like? Ow. But it looks like we can go in there at some point. Oh, can I speak with him about how he got his ass kicked?
You dueled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
Oh, thank you, yes. I don't like the way these eyes are looking at me. A little freaky. Where's the chest? It says there's a chest somewhere, and I would like it. Is it you? Are you the prize?
Nice work.
Maybe. Yeah,
I enjoyed that.
Well,
I
that
did.
duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was
yeah, how you
certainly
got
good
your ass
practice.
kicked?
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert.
You're goddamn
Sebastian
right.
Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
Nah, we're gonna keep it on the down
In fact,
low.
it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling
Ooh.
organization.
Sounds intriguing.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent.
Nice.
Knew I was
Harry
right
Popper
about
and
you.
I are on the same
If
page.
you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library.
Alright, this is
You
gonna be our
just
new
have
best
to be
friend.
clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps
Oh, yeah.
somewhere unsanctioned. We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill.
Oh, you're
Look for
on,
Luke and
bitch.
Brattleby near
You're
the clock tower
on.
entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
You're goddamn right. Alright. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you to Dash. Thank you to Joshy. Thank you to Slicks. Thank you to anyone else who may have tuned in and didn't chat with me. I really appreciate it. Thank you to the YouTube crowd who's gonna like and subscribe. God damn it. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye. But actually, we're gonna raid Otto. Otto Butsky. Yeah.